Okay, welcome back. Duty Finder just popped, and we're about to take on the Stone Vigil. And we'll get some practice in on how our new skills at level 40 work together in some party content. Now this is a dungeon where things can go bad pretty quick because you have a lot of patrolling enemies, so it's easy for people to pull aggro from extra trash when you don't need to. But as long as you focus on what you're doing, do your job, should be alright. Here's where that diversion's gonna come into play. Who's tanking? Okay, they are. Alright, diversion, bane. Your pet AoE. Refocus. Take him down. Refocus. No need to reapply the dots because he's about dead. Now we have Ruin 2, which is the same as Ruin 1, only it's an instant cast. And I don't think I'm far enough back. Oh, I am. Okay, good. Yeah, now here came that Avis. Oh yeah, bad things are afoot here, buddy. Bane and Fester. Now I like to stack a Ruin with a Ruin 2, and while that begins the cooldown process, rather than how Bio would do it, to restart another GCD, I like to use Ruin 2 to begin that, and then fit the Fester in during that cooldown. The Avis is the most dangerous foe. Pet AoE is off cooldown, use it. Now go ahead and Bane it, Fester. Now once again, Ruin 2, switch target, Fester that guy. And then we can retarget our pet onto the next. We'll go ahead and reapply our miasma on both of these guys. And they're finished. Just like that. Now he's going to drag him out of... that happens all the time. Whatever, just drop target, stack on the tank. Go. We should have them pretty well dead here shortly. There we go. We're gonna get nuked. Doesn't matter. Go back to make sure to dot up everything. Now this guy, you're going to want to try to stay behind him as much as possible, because he does that annoying swing, however the hell you want to pronounce it, garbage. Ruin, and Ruin 2, and then Fester, boom. Just in case he's doing magic damage, we'll go ahead and Apocastasis the tank. Here it is. Boom, that swinge. Get behind him. Get out of the way of that lion's breath because he's going to use it on the tank immediately. And just continue beating him down as such. Keep your dots up. Now it's going to start to wear off. Hit it. Ether flow back up. You can also use your Ruin 2 while he's doing that nonsense, while you're having to run. Just in time to... Ah! Damn it, he spun the fucking mob over to me. Okay. See if we can get... Nope. This playthrough having the worst luck for dungeon drops that I have ever seen. I don't think I've gotten a single one all the way to this point. Diversion tactic now because he's mass pulling. Okay, since there's so much of that crap, Bane, Fester, and here's where you can use your Tri-Bind a little bit. Since there's 5 enemies, now we might want to redot. Ah, I had the wrong guy. Alright, they're about finished. Gonna get melted again. Now, since we have no ether flow right this second, we'll go ahead and just manually dot these guys. Pet AoE, a Bane, a Fester. Now since there's only 3 left, we're not going to mess with any of that Tri-Bind. We'll refocus on the Avis. Burn him down. Now, ice sprites are magical. Go ahead and Apocostasis the tank and stick an addle on one of those guys. Doesn't matter which. And we'll have to manually dot since we're pulling so fast we're not letting our ether flow get back up. That's alright. Alright, now we can Bane and Fester these guys. Pet AoE should be enough to take down the other guys. The stragglers there. Yep, they're finished. They could pull that room for an extra treasure, but that ain't gonna happen. Diversion before baning. There we go. Pet AoE up, use it. Alright, now we'll dot up this Remiasma, this Ziz. I believe that's how you'd pronounce it. Now up here, this boss, boss is going to come floating up in front of those cannons. So as a caster, we usually take it upon ourselves to head on up here by the cannons So when he does appear, we can go ahead and hit the cannon real fast. Here he comes. Where is he? He's in front of this one. Click it. Boom. We'll go ahead and apostosis the tank again. Fester just in time to relay the miasma. Now we're going to relay bio. And we'll be able to start festering again. Alright, where is he this time? He's on this side. Bang. Get back to it. Redot him. He'll need a miasma. Unfortunately, that blocks off that cannon, so next time he descends, it'll probably be in front of that one to force us to take that big damage. Oh, no. Middle one. Bang him. Then dots back up on the main boss. And he's about done. There we go. Now, what kind of luck we got this time? Ooh, woolen hat. We can use that. And we can use that. Unfortunately, we also have a healer and a black mage, so watch us lose the rolls. It would not surprise me. So much for these guys. Now he's going to continue pulling him, but we can continue doing a little bit of damage. Once again, Ice Sprites, Apoco the tank. There we go, then Bane. Fester off the Dragon Avis. And then switch your targets. Another Avis comes up. Go ahead and dot on him too, before going back to the original target. Now Rouse is a buff to your pet's damage. We just got that skill because we leveled up to 42. Ruin 2, and then Fester, boom. And this guy's finished. Now we've got, I think, 3 Avises here. And I didn't really need to pop diversion since we're manually dotting these guys. Even if you have to interrupt a cast, it's always best to get out of the AoEs. These aren't real bad news, but if you stand like in a boss fight AoE, no good. I'm gonna skip this cutscene because it's story-based and it's extremely long. And these guys are in a big, huge hurry, so they won't wait for that. Now this guy's going to periodically jump and then dive bomb the arena. It's all about where you're going to stand. Alright, go ahead and pull him. Once again, he might do magic damage, so an Apoco on the tank. Addle on him. Ruin 2, and that Ruin 2 allows that Fester to come off cooldown in the meantime, so you're not just waiting. Okay, up he goes. Now you can stand on one of these corners. That way there, whether he comes vertically or horizontally, it's only going to be a couple of steps to get out of the way. Dots fell off, put them back up. Nothing you can do about that AoE. It hits everybody no matter what. And we'll have to go ahead and reapply Miasma. Now that's going to leave a puddle that stays. If you can get your pet out of it and pop a sustain on him, go ahead and do so. Ah, so they wait until I can get no use out of that before rolling. Okay. Alright, once again, same trick. Although this time he's going to lay down some AoE, bait them into the corners here. Oh, jeez. They laid them everywhere they didn't need to be. But once again, attempt to stay on one of the corners. Okay, we avoided one. Here will come another one. There we go. Right out of it. And just stay out of those puddles as best you can. And he just cleaved us all with Frost Breath. But that kind of stuff will happen. Get out of the way. Fester. Once again, Ruin 2, Fester. Relay the dots. And he's all but finished now. Just don't stand in that. And he should be dead. There we go. And that's Stone Vigil. And we finally got 2 pieces of decent gear to apply to ourselves. Give it to the healer. He kept up with all that crap pretty well. Don't need that. We're out of here. And now we're stuck in an endless loading screen. Any day now. Alright, we can finally skip the cutscene. And there, we're finally out of the dungeon, and oh, wow. Teleported us all the way out to... Holy shit, okay. Oh, that's right. It's that cutscene we actually get the Enterprise and start making our way. But you see there, the rouse? I never put it there. Arouse increases healing magic potency and damage dealt by pet by 40%. It's a pretty big buff. It only lasts for, I'd say, what, 8 global cooldowns? But still, that's 8 attacks that it's going to get an extra 40%. It also works since it's an Arcanist, it's a class ability. You can also use Rouse as a Scholar to buff the healing that Eos or Selene does. I forgot. There we go. I set my hotbars a certain way for later on, but you always want to pop this. Now, if you're in between pulls, you're not doing nothing, go ahead and leave Rouse alone. But basically, anytime you're engaged in combat, you're going to want to pop Rouse so that your pet does the maximum damage he can do. Now, you saw during all that, the rotation, I guess you could call it, has changed slightly. Whereas we used to lay down like Miasma and then Bio 2, or Bio, since the Bio's instant cast and triggers a global cooldown, you sit there waiting for 2 seconds, and that's where we'd stick our energy drain. Although this time, instead, we lay them down, and then you'd want to pop your Fester. Although, you have to wait a second before popping it. Like if you immediately go Bio 2 and then Fester, it won't work. Because the Bio does not actually count for that extra 150 potency until you actually see the icon appear on the enemy target. If it's not up yet, there's like a 1 to a second and a half little lag between. If you stick your Fester in there too quickly, it will miss out on half of its damage. But that was Stone Vigil. We'll be seeing more of that kind of party content coming up very shortly. But for now, I'm going to lay out until we hit level 45 for our next job quests. And that's where we'll start getting some gear. Now, half of the quest will be locked behind main story progress, but we'll be getting there soon enough. So, until then, I'll see you at level 45, and take care.